This week, the channel's asked, where do you get your news from and why?
I feel like I get most of my news on like social media, like Twitter, because the trending topics all right there, and it like when you open up, it makes it easy. Probably Twitter, yeah.
So right now I have an app. It's Apple News. So I have like the Washington Post, LA Times, New York Times. I actually read a lot of news from my local city back on the East Coast. I lived in Boston, so I read the Boston Globe.
I get my news from my email. I like going there because I have to check it regularly because I check if I've recently put in my transfers and I want to see if I've gotten transferred, so I check it every day. I like to check the news because there's a lot going on right now. There's like the pandemic, the war, and I really like to keep updated so that I feel safer about my environment I live in.
I would say I get my news from social media for the most part because I'm really politically motivated and I like to stay up to date on politics and current sources. So.
I don't have social media, so most of my news is Twitter trending topics because they're the only ones that let you get on there without an account. And then, The Atlantic and other, websites like that. But mostly Twitter.
I really like talk show hosts and podcasts on YouTube because I feel like the aspect of the facial expressions and stuff is a lot more engaging. But it really depends. If I'm looking for kind of facts when I'm talking with friends or anything like that, then I search up like news articles and then try to pick out that kind of thing. But if it's something topical, then I like to kind of just listen and like see podcasts and stuff.
I read the New York Times. I like the Wall Street Journal. I like Washington Post, LA Times. I'll even read the Independent for local news, right? But I like to hear from a variety of voices and kind of listen and kind of weigh their ideas against each other, see if they reinforce or maybe give a different opinion so that I have more informed kind of understanding what's going on.
It's all kind of predicated upon like what I'm researching or whatever, but for the most part, I stay off the news. I try to just live like each day, day by day, honestly. So I stay away from the news if I can. Yeah.
So every morning I look for news on my phone, and I do start locally and make my way down all the way to Mexico. So I'll start with KYT News, Ed Hat News Hawk, then go to LA County like KTLA, ABC 7. Then I go to Texas, ABC 13, and then into Mexico's news. But I also read the channels, so I'm always updated with what the great work the channels does, along with all the stories y'all featured about the Basic Needs Center.